Punarvasu is not simply the soft, fortunate, optimistic Jupiter nakshatra people often make it out to be. Its real story is return, repetition, recovery, and the second attempt. Something leaves, breaks, fails, gets displaced, or goes off course, and then life brings the person back to the same territory with another opportunity to get it right. This is why Punarvasu repeatedly produces career restarts, relationship repeats, returns to old homes, reconnections with teachers, revival of old businesses, rebuilding of property, rediscovery of childhood knowledge, and situations where the second or third attempt works better than the first. Its span from 20 degrees Gemini to 3D20 Cancer explains why Punarvasu contains an internal contradiction. The first three padas operate through Gemini, so Mercury keeps asking, what can I learn, exchange, negotiate, use, sell, or gain? The fourth pada suddenly enters Cancer, where the question becomes, what can I protect, restore, nurture, and emotionally stabilize? Above both sits Jupiter, the nakshatra lord, demanding meaning, ethics, guidance, and eventually a larger purpose. This is precisely why you cannot understand Punarvasu by saying, Jupiter rules it, therefore these people are wise and fortunate. Jupiter supplies the mission, but the Rashi supplies the outer behavior, and the Navamsha reveals the deeper engine driving that behavior. The result is four dramatically different versions of Return of the Light. Punarvasu Pada 1, Gemini to Aries. I need to get back on my feet. Pada 1 runs from 20 degrees to 23 degree 20 Gemini with Aries Navamsha. It is the Dharma Pada, and immediately we get a clash between Mercury and Mars. Gemini wants opportunity, exchange, information, and personal advantage. Aries wants action now. Aries starts with nothing and fights its way forward. Put these together, and Punarvasu's instinct to rebuild becomes urgent. This person does not simply rebuild. They can rebuild as though survival depends upon it. You may see seasonal workers, contractors, people dependent upon project-based income, workers moving wherever work appears, people using borrowed infrastructure or somebody else's resources to create income, or somebody who repeatedly has to restart from a weak financial position. There can be an intense instinct to collect, save, or protect whatever has been gained, because internally there is a fear of going back to zero. The shadow becomes obvious when pressure rises. Gemini can rationalize and Mars can act before thinking. The combination can say, I need this now, so I will figure out whether it was right later. That is where ethical shortcuts begin. Money collected incorrectly, resources used without proper permission, agreements made impulsively, anger-driven decisions, arguments with siblings or colleagues, and actions taken purely for immediate gain can become the karmic trap of this pada. Notice what is happening psychologically. The outer personality may be clever, verbal, and socially adaptable, but internally Aries says, win first, survive first, explain later. That is why anger becomes particularly dangerous here. A rash decision can destroy something that took months or years to rebuild. If Mars occupies this pada, the signature becomes even sharper. Aggressive networking, competitive communication, technical skill, athleticism, selling, promotion, and tremendous capacity to act, but also the temptation to turn every human interaction into a contest. If Mercury occupies it, you may have a brilliant negotiator, marketer, salesperson, coder, or communicator whose greatest test is not intelligence, but ethical restraint. If the Sun occupies it, leadership can come quickly, but ego-driven decisions can create equally quick reversals. The higher expression of Pada 1 is therefore disciplined reconstruction. You still fight, you still initiate, you still rise from nothing, but you stop treating urgency as permission to violate fairness. Your breakthrough comes when Mars becomes courage rather than anger. Punarvasu Pada 2, Gemini to Taurus, I need to make sure I never lack again. Pada 2 runs from 23 degrees 20 to 26 degrees 40 Gemini, entering Taurus Navamsha. This is the Artha Pada, and now the survival anxiety of Pada 1 becomes resource psychology. Gemini calculates. Taurus accumulates. Gemini asks what something is worth. Taurus asks whether it can be possessed, saved, eaten, enjoyed, or converted into security. This can create a very practical individual who understands money, possessions, markets, food, pricing, resources, and material value exceptionally well. It can also produce the uncomfortable shadow described in the Pada principles, using another person's resources while resisting equivalent compensation. You may recognize the pattern immediately. Somebody always wants the free upgrade. Somebody expects friends to provide expertise for nothing. Somebody borrows tools repeatedly but never buys their own. Somebody travels abroad or works outside their original community because resources are more available there. Somebody is brilliant at finding discounts, concessions, freebies, or loopholes. Nothing is inherently wrong with saving money. The problem begins when saving becomes entitlement. This pada can mentally justify unequal exchange because Mercury can manufacture the explanation while Taurus enjoys the benefit. I helped them before. They have plenty. It doesn't cost them anything. I'll pay later. This is how business works. That rationalization is the shadow. The deeper lesson is fascinating because Punarvasu is ruled by Jupiter, a planet associated with wisdom, fairness, and giving. Yet here, Jupiter's restoration principle is passing through Mercury's transactional Gemini and Venusian Taurus. The soul therefore learns prosperity by confronting the difference between wealth and extraction. There can be strong potential in finance, real estate, food, hospitality, consulting, trading, digital work, international business, communication, and resource management. Foreign travel can become economically significant because the person often discovers material opportunity beyond the original environment. But the pada demands circulation. If you receive value, return value. Traditional pada material also associates distorted expression here with mercurial stress themes involving memory, nerves, skin, respiratory sensitivity, or sibling issues, but astrologically the deeper principle is more useful than treating these as guaranteed health predictions. When exchange becomes chronically imbalanced, Mercury becomes agitated and Taurus becomes possessive. Moon here strongly seeks emotional and financial safety. Venus can become highly refined, persuasive, and commercially gifted. Jupiter can monetize knowledge extremely well. Mercury can become a formidable business mind. Pada 2 therefore asks one brutal question. Are you building abundance or merely becoming skilled at getting other people to subsidize your abundance? That distinction changes everything. Punarvasu Pada to Gemini. Everything can become a deal. Pada 3 runs from 2640 Ia Gemini to 30° Gemini with Gemini Navamsha. This is the Kama Pada, and here there's nowhere for Mercury to hide. Gemini outside, Gemini inside. The mind, the motive, the communication style, and the commercial instinct all reinforce one another. This is potentially the sharpest trader of the four padas. These people can read markets, people, trends, conversations, and opportunities extremely quickly. They know who knows whom. They know which job pays more. They know what skill is becoming valuable. They know when to switch careers, whom to call, what to say, and how to position themselves. They may be educated in one field and suddenly abandon it because another field pays more. Then another opportunity appears and they move again. To outsiders, this can look inconsistent. To Pada 3, it can look perfectly rational. Why stay somewhere that doesn't reward me? That mentality can create exceptional entrepreneurs, consultants, marketers, traders, brokers, content creators, sales professionals, media figures, and network builders. But the same intelligence can become dangerous when ethics disappear. This is where the source material becomes deliberately uncomfortable. Excessive profit motive, manipulative communication, schemes, false promises, exploitative selling, and even Ponzi-type psychology belong to the shadow archetype of this pada. It does not mean every Pada 3 native becomes fraudulent. It means the temptation is unusually easy to understand psychologically. Mercury can detach intelligence from morality. Jupiter owns the nakshatra and keeps asking, what is right? Double Gemini keeps asking, what works? That battle is Punarvasu Pada 3. Mercury here can create extraordinary communication, coding, writing, business, and marketing skill. Rahu can turn the native into a trendsetter, media personality, or relentless hustler, but fame and scandal can sit surprisingly close together when desire outruns ethics. Mars creates an aggressive networker who competes through intelligence and communication. Jupiter can become an advisor, teacher, financial strategist, or economic thinker who knows how to monetize information. This pada also explains why Punarvasu themes include repeated communication devices, networking circles, alumni groups, returning contacts, old friends reappearing, repeated journeys, and businesses built around education, technology, and communication. The person keeps coming back to information because information is currency. The higher purpose of Pada 3 is not to destroy the commercial instinct. That would be unrealistic. The higher purpose is to make the trader trustworthy. Your evolution begins when people can say, "This person is clever enough to exploit me, but chooses not to." That is Jupiter finally governing Mercury. Punarvasu Pada 4, Cancer to Cancer, I need to restore peace. Then everything changes. Pada 4 runs from 0 degrees to 3 degrees 20 Cancer, Cancer Navamsha. It is the Moksha Pada. The first 3 Padas are Mercury-dominated externally because they occupy Gemini. The 4th leaves that mental marketplace completely. Cancer outside, Cancer inside. Moon becomes the environmental ruler, and the Navamsha reinforces the same emotional field. The Nakshatra ruler, Jupiter, is operating through a sign where Jupiter reaches exalted dignity. So Punarvasu's philosophy of restoration suddenly moves from transaction to emotional regeneration. This Pada wants peace, not stimulation, not merely money, not merely another deal. Peace. Water becomes important symbolically and sometimes literally. Oceans, rivers, coastal environments, hospitality, emotional care, overseas activity, property, homes, nurturing professions, or work involving large groups of people. These natives can have an extraordinary ability to understand what makes people feel safe. They may become counselors, teachers, healers, community organizers, hospitality professionals, property developers, coaches, or people whose work restores damaged environments, relationships, or institutions. They can also become first-generation business starters within their family because Cancer wants to create a secure base, and Punarvasu wants to rebuild what previously did not exist. But Pada 4 has its shadow too. The person may possess genuine emotional intelligence, yet commercialize all of it. I can help you, but what do I get? They may know how to comfort people, yet withhold that comfort when there is no professional reward. They may preach compassion while emotionally withdrawing from the people closest to them. They may serve society publicly while becoming unavailable privately. That is the contradiction. Moon here can produce the strongest nurturing expression, enormous emotional memory, attachment to mother, home, music, storytelling, teaching, and community life. K2 can become deeply inward, mystical, and detached, capable of spiritual guidance, but vulnerable to isolation. Sun here can become the protective leader whose public identity grows through service, although the ego still wants recognition for being the one who saves everyone. The remedy, contained in the Pada itself, is movement beyond the familiar circle. Travel. Meet different communities. Encounter people outside your normal class, profession, or worldview. Understand how differently people live. Cancer becomes emotionally mature when care expands beyond my people. That is where Punarvasu's Jupiterian promise finally becomes real. Why the 4 Padas can look like 4 different nakshatras. This is the point many readings miss. The nakshatra tells you the core storyline. Punarvasu says something returns, repeats, is restored, rebuilt, renewed, or given another opportunity. The Rashi tells you how that storyline behaves outwardly. The Navamsha tells you what is driving it underneath. So Pada 1 says, I rebuild through action. Pada 2 says, I rebuild through resources. Pada 3 says, I rebuild through intelligence and exchange. Pada 4 says, I rebuild through emotional restoration. That is why blindly describing every Punarvasu native as optimistic, nurturing, and philosophical produces weak astrology. One Punarvasu person is fighting to survive. Another is accumulating money. Another is closing the next deal. Another is trying to heal a family or community. Same nakshatra, completely different internal engine. The planet tells you what keeps returning. Now place a planet inside Punarvasu, and the picture becomes much more precise. Sun in Punarvasu can make identity, leadership, father, authority, or career repeat until the lesson matures. Fathers may restart careers or businesses. First leadership attempts can fail before later success. Old professional connections return. Real estate, rebuilding, education, technology, hospitality, and environmental themes can become prominent. Moon in Punarvasu repeats emotional patterns. Mother or home circumstances may go through major restarts. Old homes, old memories, music, family relationships, and earlier emotional attachments return until the native processes them differently. This can create powerful storytelling, teaching, and advisory ability. Mars in Punarvasu repeats action until technique improves. Siblings or close friends can trigger restarts. Technical problem solving, coding, engineering, rebuilding property, sports, martial arts, and multiple homes or vehicles can become themes. Mars here learns that brute force is less effective than intelligent reconstruction. Mercury in Punarvasu repeats ideas, conversations, skills, and networks. It is excellent for business, writing, coding, consulting, marketing, education, and technology. Friends and siblings may reappear cyclically. The mind revisits old information and discovers something new inside it. Jupiter in Punarvasu magnifies the nakshatra's own principle. Teachers return. Old knowledge returns. Educational paths restart. The person may repeatedly study philosophy, finance, economics, law, spirituality, or counseling until knowledge becomes wisdom. Teaching and advisory ability can become formidable. Venus in Punarvasu brings relationship repetition. Old lovers may return. A spouse may go through career or location restarts. Relationships can replay familiar patterns until the underlying lesson is understood. Artistic ability often favors revival. Vintage design, retro aesthetics, restoring older styles, or bringing forgotten beauty back into relevance. Saturn in Punarvasu makes returns slow and karmically repetitive. Career restarts, educational delays, repeated journeys, and communication failures may continue until structure and boundaries are learned. Once maturity arrives, however, Saturn can become superb at rebuilding institutions, properties, careers, and systems. Rahu in Punarvasu becomes hungry for reinvention. Foreign business, technology, communication, property, or spiritual experimentation can become obsessive. Ancestral unfinished business may repeatedly surface until consciously confronted. Ketu in Punarvasu carries the feeling that the soul has done this before. Old spiritual knowledge, ancestral practices, land, teaching, or devotional patterns can arise almost instinctively. Material ambition can become scattered because the deeper urge is to complete and release rather than endlessly accumulate. File site turn 4 file 11, file site turn 3 file 7ing. The real secret of Punarvasu. Punarvasu does not promise that everything will magi matters because the first arrow may miss. You reach back, you take another arrow, you adjust, you aim again. That is Punarvasu. The immature native repeats because they have not understood the lesson. The mature native repeats because each repetition produces refinement. That difference is enormous. Pada 1 must stop rebuilding through anger. Pada 2 must stop rebuilding through unequal exchange. Pada 3 must stop rebuilding through cleverness without conscience. Pada 4 must stop turning compassion into another transaction. When these shadows are mastered, the entire nakshatra changes character. The fighter becomes courageous. The accumulator becomes prosperous. The trader becomes an advisor. The caregiver becomes genuinely restorative. And that is the deeper meaning of the return of the light. The light does not return because life suddenly becomes easy. It returns because after darkness, confusion, loss, or failure, you understand something you could not understand the first time. So if you have your ascendant, moon, sun, Atmakaraka, career lord, relationship lord, or another important planet in Punarvasu, do not stop at the statement, "You are optimistic and resilient." That tells me almost nothing. I want to know which pada. I want to know the planet. I want to know what that planet owns in your chart. I want to know where Jupiter is sitting. I want to know whether the external Gemini or Cancer behavior agrees with the inner Navamsha motivation. And most importantly, I want to know what keeps returning in your life and why you've been asked to face it again. Because that recurring relationship, repeated career pattern, second business, return to an old place, reconnection with an old teacher, revival of forgotten knowledge, or unexpected second chance may not be random at all. It may be the central Punarvasu storyline of your chart. For a deep Vedic astrology reading with me, we can move far beyond generic nakshatra descriptions and decode the exact planet, pada, Navamsha, house lordship, dispositor, and timing patterns operating in your horoscope. Because the real power of Jyotish begins when you stop asking, "Only what placement do I have?" and start asking, "Why does this particular pattern keep happening to me?"